What a press conference and what a face-off. I swear, David Benavidez never disappoints. If you've seen the David Morrell versus David Benavidez face-off, they were both talking mad-ish. And mad respect for both of these fighters, because they could have let this fight marinate and it could have took a very long time to make this fight. But both of these fighters are throwback fighters. They both agreed. Now this fight is gonna be Battle of the Davids. Usually when somebody has a fight, they'll use other names to make their fights bigger, and they will be like, whoa, after this, I wanna fight this guy. And David Benavidez also stated that he wants to fight the winner of Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. And that is a great idea, because if David Benavidez beats David Morrell, that should be the next fight, and that is the fight that he really wants. Now that is a throwback fighter. David Benavidez is quickly beginning to be one of my favorite fighters, and he already was. So yes, other fighters do use other names for clout, like everybody will use Gervonta Tank Davis' name when they have a fight lined up and say when are they gonna fight, when they know they have a fight lined up. But I believe David Benavidez actually means he wants to work for the winner of Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. And what if Dave Morrell wins, which I think is not gonna happen. But if he does win, or even gives a tough fight to David Benavidez, I want him to fight Beterbiev and Bivol, and all four of these fighters should fight each other. And David Benavidez does not stop there. He actually wants to fight Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight, but that's after he cleans house at light heavyweight, because I actually believe David Benavidez could actually beat Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. I really don't think David Benavidez loses to anybody except for maybe Canelo, and that is beginning to be more of a 50-50 fight, because David Benavidez said when he fought his last fight against Boxeo, he was actually injured in both hands and he had to heal from a cut. So when David Benavidez and David Morrell did the face-off, they were both talking mad-ish about each other. They were both saying, what are you gonna do? And it looked like it got so heated that they were gonna fight right then and there, making it a street fight. Well, it wasn't on the street, it was in a certain place. I don't know, I do not know where it was at, but it looks like they were gonna fight right there. When they were both in front of each other, it looked like they were both about the same size and the same weight. But I believe David Morrell looked a little bit bigger than David Benavidez, like wide size. And I think David Benavidez was about 1 inch taller, but pretty much equal in size, and I don't know about strength, but in size for sure. Now, I always been a big fan of David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez, even though I know David Benavidez is a little bit better than Jose Benavidez, but Jose is still a very solid, tough fighter. He'll give anybody fits, and I think he's a problem for anybody. So David also talks about what he feels how Canelo has been avoiding him, because he has been Canelo Alvarez mandatory for over 2 or 3 years, and he said he does feel a certain type of way that Canelo has been avoiding him and fighting Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia and all the other fighters that he has been fighting other than him. And David Benavidez has been Canelo Alvarez mandatory for over 2 or 3 years, and it does seem that Canelo has been avoiding him, asking Turki Al-Sheikh $150 to $200 million to fight him, and that is unheard of in the boxing world, and that is really a lot of money that nobody can make. You would have to sell a ton of pay-per-views just to pay Canelo's purse, but David Benavidez is the most dangerous fighter that Canelo can fight, and I think Canelo beats everybody, but David Benavidez is really a 50-50 fight. And we all know David Benavidez is a pretty big guy, and it's really unheard of for somebody to throw those fast flurries of punches back to back, because I believe his physique is not like crazy like buff. He is more like a little bit, flabby around the waist-side. No disrespect to David Benavidez. This is actually a good thing, because I'm a fit person myself, and when I'm a little bit chunky right now, like I'm gaining some weight for a winter, I have a gang of energy, and if you're ripped, you're not gonna have that type of energy. And David Benavidez, if he was ripped, I'm pretty sure he would lose a lot of energy, and those flurries will be kind of hard to throw. He'll have to throw them sparingly. Hey, but guess what, guys? I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest. And if you want to help out your boy, throw $1 at the super things. I gotta roll. Peace.
The champ is here.